So, you're waiting at the end of the alley. How long are you waiting for?
Probably about an hour or so.
Yeah, until your invisibility is effectively wear off.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Damocles,
Hello.
I can make your weapon a little bit better if you would like me to, but you'd have to trust me. Smile.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, we seem to have a common enemy, so I trust you.
Excellent. This will cost you. And with that, I'm going to enchant the weapon.
Yeah.
And so you've now got 1d6 cold damage on top.
So runes appear across the weapon. Have you got the 2 aura to bond with the enchantment?
Yeah, I got 3.
Are you sure you don't want it, Silas?
I got three left, so yeah, I've got
much
enough.
aura
You
do I
got
have?
2,
How
so
do you
you
know
can
where
bond
your
with
aura
this
is?
one. You've now got the chilled enchantment.
It's on here, but I haven't written it down.
So command
Okay,
word, swift
pass me
action to
and I'll
bring up the
write
chill.
it down for you.
And you can see ice kind of coat across the blade of the dagger, and
Can I-
almost snowflakes begin to leave.
Oh, it's the dagger, isn't it? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Did you want the dagger, or did you want a different?
I had. Is it like the enchantment where you have to leave it out, like you can't stow it? I will have the dagger then, because that's
I'll double
easier
check
to
it,
kind
but
of
I think it's
conceal
two.
on me without stowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can stow it, but the enchantment kind of the chill goes off. The enchantment's still there.
Oh,
when
right.
you draw it, you then spend a swift action to reactivate.
In which case, I'll have the rapier. I think that makes most sense
Okay.
because the dagger's cool.
So you
Would
present
you, would you like it on both?
I don't have the aura for both.
You don't? Oh,
I got loads of them. That's a bit of a fourth wall moment there. So, sorry, the mechanics preclude me from that.
Yes, you do not have the inner energy to sustain 2 enchantments.
No,
that's so sad.
oh, isn't it? Yeah. But I already got some stuff, so, you know.
I think I will. If he's having it, then he'll be like,
Fear of missing out, right?
See, look,
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with him. It hasn't hurt him in any way.
No, it might have someone else.
yeah, I will.
It is cold.
Is it 2? What's your? How do you
It's
feel?
one. So it'll take 1 aura for 1 enchantment.
No,
Uh-huh.
two aura
2 aura.
for 1.
Oh, wait, 2 for 1.
2 for 1, and I should have 2, so I will. I will take that. Yeah.
Cool.
And because I'm just focusing on this, and I don't need to worry about the spell points.
So what was it again? An extra D6.
8d6 cold and 2 damage.
Wonderful.
Is that on both the scimitars?
No,
No,
because
just
it's
one.
2
I only have
aura.
2 aura. You've only got.
I've only got 2.
It is
You've only got
charisma.
2.
It is charisma, isn't it? It's based
Yeah,
on
charisma increases your aura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your level plus charisma is your aura.
Is my aura?
Yeah.
Ah, so you've got.
I've got
So
6.
what's your charisma?
2. 15. So plus 2.
So plus 2 and your 4th level?
Yeah.
6.
Oh, so you can.
Might as well.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've got enchanted armor, haven't you?
I got the armour, and I got the. Oh, yeah, what's my armour? That's the fire resistance.
Yeah, so 5 fire resistance.
And I got the cool shadow cloak.
Yeah.
Right.
Freeze the bastards.
Okay. Has anyone turned up?
So, you're both. You feel the cloak of invisibility begin to slip, and no movement from the house, nothing.
Shall I just go knock on the door?
No, because I didn't last time. Okay, potential new plan.
Tap dance?
What if we pretended to be members of the guard?
Well, why don't we just go down there and knock on the door?
Well, what happened last time you did that?
Well, I didn't
Well, we
knock,
did
on,
knock
the
on the
door.
door.
And there was a person inside. There's no point. I can tell them I'm still lost, and could they help me? I mean, really, it's no drama. Why? Look, they won't know me from round here. If you've been round here, they might recognise you. They won't know my friend here. Potentially.
They will.
All right, so they won't know me. And I could knock on the door, explain I'm still lost. This is the last place I was. Could they help me? And you guys can just see what happens.
Why don't we have a bit more plan than that? It's got the seed of something. What if we, for example, pretend to be with the guard and see if they'll let us in?
Can I ask you, right? How long have you been in and around this area? I mean, you know, you said you were working with the city, yes?
That's right.
Okay, so that means you've been in the city a while?
Yeah.
Would people recognise you?
Most likely.
So, if you turn up saying, "Why with God," then is there a potential? Is there a potential that they would recognise you and know that you're not actually with the guard? I mean, let's think this through here. You've been here for a while. Let's apply some common sense here.
That's a very good idea. It would be really useful if I had a disguise kit. I have got a disguise kit. You've.
So they won't recognise you.
Well, hopefully not, right? See, now we're thinking. Now we've got a plan.
Look, these people are all
Look,
strange.
see, look, we took a moment to pause, and all of a sudden we've arrived somewhere sensible. This is what happens when we start to think. Well done!
All I can say is, can we hurry this up? Because I would like to go and get some food at some stage, and we've been here an hour now.
Okay.
The morning is reaching kind of mid-morning at this point, and
I'm getting very close to just going down there and knocking on the door. Come on. Chop, chop.
This is ridiculous.
So what do you do
are
with
you
your
going to be
disguise kit then?
disguising yourself?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you need a mirror?
I've got one, thanks.
Okay. Do you need me to hold the mirror for you?
Do you know, I'm all right at this.
Right, you
What
get
about
your
you?
disguise kit.
When you land on this plan?
Do you have a disguise kit?
I do not know.
Is it worth you borrowing his disguise kit? Would they? Just
I'll
thinking.
lend you some stuff.
They're not going to know me. I'm not from around these parts.
No.
So what are you looking to disguise yourself as?
I was thinking we could basically make ourselves look like members of the guard, because I want to see how they react to being actually put under pressure.
You say members of the guard. Have you got guard uniforms?
No.
I can go get some.
I was going to say I could potentially. I don't know. They're not just going to have spares knocking around as a thing.
Yeah, and the guards typically are in.
We could go get some
chain
guards.
armour.
That's a better plan. We could go get some guards and they could knock on the door. No?
No.
So it's a great plan, but you are lacking the uniform of the guard.
Yeah,
Really
it's
little.
not.
Just
something
have
I
somebody
have
that's
in the
lost.
disguise kit. I could. Well, okay. So yeah, as you pointed out, you don't. Nobody knows you two, so we could just pretend we're officials of the city and we've been told of a potential.
Do I look like an official in the city?
No, you're the one who's reported it. Remember? Let me
They're
bring
going to
it.
know me.
All right. Well, let's disguise you as well then.
Right.
I want to get in there so we can see what's going on. We might not need to turn to violence on this one. Right?
Knowing these lot, I don't think so.
Oh, hang on. Just to clarify, knowing these lot, what? It will turn to violence? Alright, well, it'd be better to be on the inside and take it by surprise, or at least, because if we're trying to fight our way through the front door, we've got a bottleneck, haven't we? That's not an ideal situation. Let's get in there, work out what we're dealing with, and be ready to spring an attack
Whilst
if needs
these
be.
two are yabbering, there may be a slight noise that's just heard just outside the door.
Are you heading up the alleyway?
No, I haven't, no. But there might be a slight noise just outside the door.
This isn't good. What have you summoned?
I think I know what you're doing. So-
Using audible glamour
Yep.
just outside the door.
So, the two of you are yabbering.
Gosh, it's terrible.
Silas, you'll probably see this clearly. There's a few words of magic, enchantments, and then you're kind of down there.
Immediately, I'm going to hide back in shadows.
Okay, so make a hide
Same!
shadows.
Good God!
You two.
You can't give us 2 minutes, can you?
Noise or something.
Yes!
Just a sort of, almost like a little
Oh, no.
sort of scurrying at the door. Could have been a rat. Could have been anything.
Ooh,
Could have
a
been
boom.
a man.
Very slight then.
Yeah,
very
enough
quiet.
so it could be, it would be heard inside, but not like a big loud noise.
16? 16.
16. So,
I only got 17.
so the two of you instantly.
Yeah, it's in the panic.
But you know, if you move, it's going to fall. You can then recloak yourself afterwards, but
Yeah.
you can't move and remain cloaked.
Oh,
at
because
this
we got
stage.
We
You
didn't get
got
20 yet.
minimum 15, but
In
not
panic.
20 to.
You just hear, son of a.
Okay, so this noise is heard, and are you kind of peeking and just seeing what happens?
I'm listening out to see if they open the door with that noise
Nothing yet. A minute passes.
again, but this time a bit louder.
Okay, so something really kind of scraping against the door. No.
Okay, something's up.
Walk down.
You
Because I've seen
enter
these two
the
disappear.
alley, and as you're walking, there is slight motion from the windows on the. So it's a kind of two-story building. Slight motion from the windows above. Can I ask for an awareness saving throw first of all?
What's that? Awareness. Awareness.
What are the two of you doing? As she's kind of disappeared up to the alley.
Peeking.
Peeking.
I mean,
So could you two also make awareness saving throws as well?
Oh, hang on. I've rolled 2. Oh,
A saving throw is always one dice.
that's right. I've got uncanny senses, but it's just the one roll,
No,
isn't it?
it's
Because
just
when I
that.
updated this, I didn't. Awareness is
15 minus your wisdom.
oh god, no.
minus
No.
my wisdom, which is
14.
3,
I'm just mortified.
10.
She's a goddamn liability.
Yeah, I've got 14 as my awareness, but does uncanny senses not reduce
It
that?
does, but you need uncanny senses higher than what you've got.
No, I didn't make that.
Yeah, no.
I got 17 plus anything? Plus wisdom, or is it just 17?
It's just what's written. Hang on, could you? You
Oh, sorry,
17.
no. 14 is what I've got. I've rolled a 17. Sorry.
Oh, in which case it's passed.
yeah. I didn't don't add anything to that.
No. It's just straight dice. You got under, so you
I
failed.
rolled a 2.
Oh no.
I'm so
And
mortified.
you. So you're the first to be aware. So you, when we roll initiative, you can act. The rest of you two are surprised, but you looking see there's figures just behind the window.
Yeah.
They'd just stepped kind of into the lightish area, and you can see dark energy beginning to form around them.
Brilliant.
And this is now where we roll. So you just catch sight of that, and you're surprised, however.
Oh,
That's fine.
So let's roll initiative.
Is
The two of you who are surprised have a bane on your initiative.
Which is a
D6.
D6 and take it away from the roll. I have a boon because I've been surprised at least one.
Wowee! I got a 3.
So did I with my bane.
Ooh, that's good. So I've got a 20 in total.
It's alright, you're our guinea pig. I like that the dark energy is coming towards you
I don't.
instead of me. Well, actually, you know,
But you two just to go.
So I take it no one's got.
I feel like karma is
Very
working
not.
very
20 or
quickly.
12. So
Yeah.
the rest of you go. So
Very, very
I'm
not.
going to put Damocles down first, but you can go in any order.
Right. This dice roll.
Excuse me?
Okay, so you're 20 feet down the alley when you see the flurry of motion, and before you can do anything, there are bolts of energy being fired at you.
Ooh.
I feel like she's had a knock on the head or something.
Cross that off, and so the first one comes hurtling in, and I got enough to get a hit. You can't because you're surprised.
No,
You
it
cannot.
wouldn't matter anyway. I haven't got anything I can do anyway.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to Gallard meeting you.
I know.
Have I got reroll? I haven't got reroll on this. So it is 21 force damage.
Oh!
Strikes you.
And I can't do anything because.
No, but don't forget you are an elf. You got 2 aether resistance.
Oh, I do,
So I say
don't I?
force damage. Aether damage.
Aether damage. Get it
I've
right.
written down as force something. Yeah.
Yo.
That's old habits coming in.
Good gracious me.
Type Megan.
Got enough for the second. I'll just do the third. I got enough for the third.
Are you dead?
Might be. Well, it depends. Because are they actually just going for me, or are they going for?
Well, they can't
We're
see.
invisible.
Invisible. Or are they going for?
Oh, you've got the big thing
Guardian.
beside you, the Guardian. I'll be nice and fair because you're surprised. The Guardian's effectively surprised. The second one will be on the Guardian.
I wouldn't
Which
be dead
is-
anyway. Right. So it's that. So what
Thank
was
you for reminding me.
the second damage?
12 on the Guardian, and then I'll roll a d6. Odds, it's you. Evens, it's the Guardian. I got an odds.
Guardian.
Now don't forget, I think they have Aether resistance.
Yes, they do.
So take that off. You okay?
I have slight there it is. So it was 12 for the Guardian, yeah?
Yeah.
And the Aether resistance is 5.
Seven damage.
It's fine.
Okay, and then the last one's at you.
At
which
me.
is, oh god, that's awful. 8 Aether damage.
That would be fine anyway.
Okay. However, you got these dark bolts of energy being fired down the alley. It seems they are not willing to open the door or deal with you in any way, shape, or form, other than through hostile actions. Damocles,
Okay.
you are not surprised, so you may act.
So what I'm going to try and do, so this alleyway has houses either side, yeah?
Yes.
And we're against one of them, right. I'm going to scale surface up onto the roof of one of the houses at the end of the alleyway. I'm going to attempt to fire a shot through the window at these people who are doing dart bolts. And then I want to use the roof to cover me so I can kind of like shoot and then move out of their line of sight.
Okay, so first things first, let's do a scale surface.
So I'm proficient in it and it's an urban setting, so I get a boon.
You do get a boon, and you've got plenty of handholds, so I think this is going to be a really easy check for you.
So. That should be alright. Oh yeah. So that's 19 plus...
15.
Yeah, we're 27.
27. So you quickly, and you leap, you pull, you jump, and you're up onto the roof. That's probably about 30 foot of your movement done. So you've got enough to get your shots, and then...
So take the shot at the guy in the window. There's a couple, isn't there?
Yeah.
Take a shot at the person in the window, and then I'll just sort of move along the roof so they can't get a shot back at me yet.
Okay. So don't forget, you've got a boon because you're invisible. That invisibility
No, I've
was
moved.
broken.
I've moved, so-
I'm going to do an awareness saving throw for them because you're peering effectively from nowhere.
Yeah, they're
And
not
so
expecting me to be on the roof.
That doesn't even know you there. So you still get your boon, but they don't get a.
I've got a boon.
You got a boon.
Do I have a swift action?
Yeah, because so far it's been your movement.
I recognise him from earlier. Bang! Right. So I've got the boon. I've got proficiency with bows. So it's 2 of these plus that to hit, isn't it?
Yeah.
That should be okay. It's 17 plus some other stuff. 17 plus 8, so 25.
25. That's a 15 or higher if they want to dodge.
They failed their awareness throw though.
Yeah, to give you the boon. But you weren't.
They're still expecting to come under fire.
Yeah, they're still expecting, but nah, it's too hard. Do your damage.
Right.
So, you can see the figure in the window look towards you, but already the arrow is Harrow.
Yeah, that's right.
Is hurt.
I'm not throwing my dag through them.
I was just thinking.
Right, so that's 2d8 as the standard damage.
Yeah.
2d8. Oh yeah, because it's d8 and the d8 with the proficiency, and then that means because I've got a boon, so I get sneak, devastating. So that's 48. Is that right?
So it's another 2d8.
Yeah, there we are.
48 in total.
Wow.
And the cold damage.
No.
Oh, no, it's not.
Not the bow.
Not on the bow.
Amazing.
Bet you wish you dodged this, sunshine.
Right, that's 18. That's 24.
And that's piercing damage.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. So the type of damage really makes a difference now with the armor split between the difference. It is a hit, and the figure goes rocking back, an arrow kind of slammed into the side. Sort of more glancing than anything, but yeah, you
Still up.
and without you quickly dive into cover and out of sight. So
Right.
you're up on the roof. And Silas and Astrea, you are both no longer surprised as we now move into round 2.
Think tanky thoughts, friend.
This is a reminder of how. So, I get 3.
You
back.
know my view.
I know. There are more dark blasts of energy now that come from the roofs. They're staying where they are. You've gone completely out of sight though, haven't you?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry?
And I am invisible.
No, you're
You are.
invisible.
So they're keeping with their same targets.
Yep.
So you first. And it's enough to get a hit. And the second one on you
So you got.
is a crit.
Whoa! You got Silas on the ground to help.
So you're caught unaware, you're
That's
flat-footed, you are effectively, it's 10 on this one, 10 Aether.
Nope.
I know,
So
add a
it's
D10 for the crit.
8.
And then 15.
Okay, so I'm making a system shock.
I see, down to 0, you now are dying as the last one, you're just unable to take
You
it.
said it was the same targets.
Same target, so 1 and 2 on
Oh,
you,
so
and then I'm
the
doing,
second. Oh, right. So the second one.
was you again. I've got 2 on you and 1 on
One
yours,
on. So
I'm
that's
doing
fine.
yours
That's
first.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
on the same page here?
Yeah.
So, you're brought to 0,
Yeah.
you are dying.
I've
As
got to
the
do a
blast
system shock.
strikes you badly this time, and a system shot for
No. Yes. Go on. I thought you were talking about the third one coming in.
No, we're
still on the
resolving
second
yours
one.
first.
Right. I'm going to use a fate point,
That's good.
but not when it bounces off the 2.
So you're taking your first level of fatality.
Yeah, that's fine.
And there's a blast. You see the elf almost crumple to the floor as the blast strikes across her
If only
shoulder,
I'd had some food.
leaving a searing mark behind. You're clutching your shoulder now, feeling really bad.
This
as
is a
your luck is worn out.
This
However,
is a teachable moment for you.
The third one goes
into your
yeah.
defender, and it's enough for a hit. Yeah, you can see your defenders even trying to bring the shield round because these are magical attacks,
Yeah.
unable to protect
Okay.
you. And it's an 11 on this one. 11
Minus
force
5.
damage.
Yeah.
Could
6.
Could you not have dodged some of these because you were not
It's
surprised?
magic.
Yeah,
You can dodge magic.
With my wonderful dodge of
What is your dodge?
0.
Well, it's just
0. Yes.
preferable to death, but okay.
Okay, so you're not looking great. Did you have any other spells up on you as standard, like Aether armors or anything like that?
No.
That's fine.
I don't have Aether armour.
Right, and
You're gonna
the
need
three.
to do some first
So
aid.
they stood in the door. They kind of send up these blasts, and because they know someone's shooting back at them, they now duck out of cover.
Yep.
Into cover, out of the window,
That's
so
what I
you
would
can't
do.
see them anymore. Damocles, Silas, and Astrea. Who would like to go next?
I'm going next.
So, system shock as you're clutching your shoulder, the pain searing.
Oh my god.
Nope.
No.
Oh my
You continue. The wound is worse. You're now really
Yeah.
beginning to feel quite
And with
faint.
that, I back out of the alley
Thank
and round
God.
the side.
Okay,
Thank
and you're
God.
round the side, kind of up against the wall, clutching.
Yeah.
But you've still got your action and switch
And my
back.
action is healing.
Okay, so grab your first
Healing
aid kit
kit,
and
yeah.
begin to bandage
First
the
aid.
wound. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is a system shot with a boon this time, because you've got the healing skill.
I'm having flashbacks.
I know. This is how we lost the last one!
PTSD.
I know.
Oh god.
No. It's so you spend a charge. You're still trying to bandage, but
Yeah.
you're
But
not.
because it's got the healing kit, it doesn't.
It doesn't make it worse.
worse.
You're not making the situation worse. You just haven't quite
Yeah.
staunched the wound. Damocles and Silas, who would like to go next?
Silas, I think it would make sense because you're probably going to have to do some first aid here, aren't you?
Yes, I don't know if I have a healing kit.
I don't. Well, I've got one.
Borrow.
No, two of you can't use the same kit
Okay,
at the same time.
no.
Okay.
No.
Don't worry. Focus on that.
You sure?
That's why I've got healing.
The elf is remarkably calm given what's just happened.
I know!
I just don't think she's connected with reality.
So your defender's in the corridor still. In
Yeah.
the alleyway. Because obviously you
No, I would. Yeah, no swift action. I would have
So
brought
you
him
swift
back.
action to bring him back.
Yeah.
So he's beside you
Yeah.
to protect you.
Well, yeah, I don't want him.
Did you say the door is open now?
No, the door's still shut.
Shut. So you're gonna have to knock it in.
I don't think I'm strong enough to knock it in.
You can probably, if you got up to the building, or better yet, if you could scale the surface to get onto the other roof, we can try and sort of.
I do have range, but it's throwing daggers.
Right. So I'm going to have to press who's going next.
You.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
obviously
sign
we
up.
do
Okay,
first.
so what is the movement from wherever I was
Yeah.
if I wanted to scale the surface? So my vision
Yes, go on.
is that I run, scale the surface, and if there's anybody, I want to kind of grab them with my
So what you're looking to do is get down the corridor.
Get down the
down
corridor,
alley, up the building,
up
to the
window, grab onto the window, and kind of try and
Because they're probably at the side.
so kind of do this and try and drag them back
Okay,
out.
so you're looking at using your full movement,
Yep.
a
Which is-
swift action
Yep.
to move again,
Yep.
a scale surface 15,
Let's go to 15. Yep.
and that will get you hanging onto the window. You can effectively go through the window if you want, but you'll be in the room with them at that stage. But if there's one nearby, which you're pretty sure there should be, you can then get your advantage on the attack, so boom on the attack.
Cool.
Okay, so fast as anything, the cloak leaves you at this point. So you appear, but you run down the alley. Yeah, feet just hitting the walls as you almost run up the wall. So make your scale surface at this point,
Oh, this is going to be so cool.
If it works.
if it works.
Surface.
And I assume it's the window that the arrow got fired through.
What's your terrain, folk?
Urban.
Urban, so
Oh,
don't
okay.
forget your D6. It's a boon because you're in a very familiar, focused environment.
Oh, that was good. That's lucky. That's lucky because that was a
And
1.
you need a 50. Lots of handholds.
So that's a 23.
23, so just you're up to the window, your
Yeah.
hand kind of there, you got your scimitar on the one side,
Yeah.
looking, there's someone there pulling an arrow from their armour currently.
That one. Go for that
You
one.
can have your
Yes.
attack now.
Does that count as flare?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that absolutely counts as flare.
So
That's 2 stamina if that's okay. So flare does, if it's successful, so I need to roll just 1 d20, is it?
Yeah, so that is an amazing bit of flare. So if, with the successful flare, you get +2 to the attack straight away,
Plus my,
your standard skill.
which is blades. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be
Yeah,
on
so-
there, under the weapon.
Right.
So it's 15.
15, is that including the +2? Yeah, and if you deal damage, it's an extra d6 on damage.
yeah, I hit. So
Yeah.
that would be a 29.
29, I'm going to say that's a high number, they're not going to dodge, so yeah. It's
Yeah.
hit.
So I get that, and an extra d6. Did you say because I
Did flare.
fled?
Yeah. With a flare, you strike. Such panache.
12, 18. That's a d20, so that's the wrong one.
Just take them down, I think.
Oh, so that's it. So I don't know why I rolled the d20 then.
No, you need another d6.
So it's 2d6.
Plus the weapon.
And you've got cold on your weapon.
Yeah, that's. Oh, yeah, another d6.
Yeah, because you got your sneak.
Yeah,
sneak
yeah,
damage.
sorry.
So another 2d6.
Really?
Yeah, because you got your
Cold,
weapon,
normal.
your
Those are my-
proficiency,
yeah.
and then your sneak. So if you're rending
Oh!
your sneak,
I get sneak as well.
yeah, because you
a boon on
got
the attack.
a boon on the attack.
Okay. So 12, 17, 18, 20, 25.
25, so it's a little bit
better
more
than me.
complex than just shouting at them.
Yes. It is a bit more complex, yes.
Okay, you're there, your scimitar comes out, there's a spray of blood in the room and a thump as the body hits the ground.
Yes.
What are you doing now? Because you've got a little bit of movement, but you're hanging effectively at this window. So you
How
can
far
lean
down is it?
It's probably about a 10-foot drop, but you can use acrobatics if you wish to reduce that drop.
Or you can swing into the ring.
Or you swing into the room.
Well, I don't know how many are in there. So can I?
You're just going to drop.
I'm going to drop and
Roll with the. So just make an acrobatics check. You need 10 or higher, and you negate the fall. So
I
effectively
can't fail.
you
It's
can't
12.
fail.
Well,
So-
is one a fail?
But you're grandmastered.
Yeah, one will be.
Oh yes, I am. I am a grandmaster.
Can you roll a 1 as well?
Yeah, you can still roll one, but you got 3d20 rolling. Unless they all come at once.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, 18.
You're not going to fail.
Well,
You land, roll, and then you're up against
And
the.
something like that.
Yeah, and with a little bit of that hang, hopefully they're going to have to really lean out to try and see you.
that's the coolest thing.
Brilliant. So Stylus, you ran, you got up, you killed one, you dropped back down, rolling with the landing, and you're now up against the wall.
Yep.
Damocles.
Okay, so
So
You've seen
you
it.
missed all of that because you're hiding in cover.
Neither of you saw my corner.
So
Does it count if you haven't got an audience?
No.
what I'm going to do then? So they've tucked themselves away.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to move.
Do you know what? You get a temporary fate point for that. That was so cool. And given it's a new character, that really deserves a bit of a reward.
Thank you.
Well done.
So I've got 3.
I know it's a temporary one. So
Yeah, I've got 1, and then I've got 2 on the land. Apparently.
Yeah, but they are considered permanent.
Yes.
Oh, so you have
So
to
they
swap
come back
them out
after
then.
a rest.
But my temporary one
Your
doesn't.
temporary one, it's temporary because it never goes away until you spend it.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Got it.
just make a note, you got one, you can spend it whenever you want.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
What I'm going to do.
I might just leave my character sheet here.
What I'm going to do then? I'm going to go to Tears Roost so I can see the window. Ah, they're not there, but I can see you're in the alleyway.
Yeah.
There's blood on the window.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's blood on the windowsill.
And on me,
and
probably.
on the blade.
I
The
can
blade is
I can immediately
dripping
see
with
what's
blood.
happened.
Yeah.
What I'll do then, I don't want to be completely in vision, but I want to still be able to see the window. Can I prepare to shoot someone if they lean out to either shoot
Yeah,
me
absolutely.
or you?
So, holding action,
Yeah.
2 stamina.
Okay, that's fine. I can't study because there's no one to study, so it's not going to be as effective as the last
So
shot.
you're holding an action, and that action is on the trigger of the moment you see one of them appear in the window, bang, you
Yeah.
get to have your action. Brilliant.
Wow.
So with you holding, if you'd spent stamina last round,
I
'cause
didn't.
Don't forget you didn't. So don't forget one of the new changes is the +1 stamina at the start.
Yeah, so that +1 would have been before I spent, so
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's fine.
Okay,
Ready to
so
shoot?
I think that's this round done. So we're heading into round 3. I get 3 stamina.
Blech.
I know. First things first. 2d6, please, for the demoralising attack.
3.
3.
That's pants.
That does a little bit pants, and they get 1, so they're down 1. Okay. Round 3. Damocles, you're holding.
Yes.
The cultist. A figure appears in front of the window. Bing! And with that, off you go.
Right, aye, off to the race.
You get a boon on this. Gives you a pretty hidden from where you are. In fact, let me just get my awareness saving through just in case. Nah, completely unaware of you. Get your boon.
Yeah, because I imagine I've moved from my
Yeah.
previous position forward.
So you're using the standard stealth, which is you're kind of hiding,
yeah.
and you're attacking from it. So
Brilliant. But it's enough to hit, I think. So it's a 15... 21.
21. It will, as it comes across, kind of gets you just out of there. So will attempt a dodge.
Makes sense.
Doesn't even get close.
Yes! Let's have you.
I was always concerned rolling lots of but I got a 5, an 8, and a 3 on my sets.
So I got a boon, so but it's not quick study, so there's d6s instead. 2d8s, 2d6s. 2 of those get re-rolled. Not quite as chunky as last one. 18 damage.
Okay. So the arrow kind of strikes the armour of the figure, who kind of rocks back slightly and then conjures up dark energy and sends a bolt hurtling towards you. Now you're in cover. So they have a bane on their attack rolls against you.
Very good.
So my dodge
Okay.
might become useful.
But you can see the dark eldritch energy form and head towards you, and it's a 15 minus 3. Plus the 9, so that's 21 against you.
Yeah, that'll be I'll dodge.
Okay, spend the stamina, off you go. Is it enough?
So I've got 18 so far. So I think
If you've got nothing else, that's a hit.
I'll eat this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use my fate point just yet.
Ooh, and we're looking at 23.
So half
Eighth
my
of
health.
damage.
It's all good. It's half my health.
Okay.
That'll be good. Yeah.
Done.
Ooh.
And then the second figure appears at the window, looking at the alley first, nothing in the alley, and then makes kind of over there and looks towards you. Again, a bane because you're in cover. And I got a 19 there, minus the 2, plus the. So this one's a 26.
Oh.
Attempt to dodge this one as well.
I ought to, haven't I? Yeah.
Don't forget these are arrows, so no, you're using your bow. You haven't got your shield ready.
No.
No. Okay, so again, you attempt to roll to one side.
What did he get?
I got a 26.
I got a 26.
That's enough. And with that, you quickly dodge out the way as the blast goes through and kind of dissipates up into the air.
God.
And then the two figures disappear back into cover.
Because I'd just be like unconscious on the roof. Like, guys!
Yeah, I've got quite a deadly system here.
I know
like
it's
it.
deadly.
I like it. Okay, Damocles, Silas, and Astrea.
Asteria.
Asteria.
If you're gonna get it, Astrea.
Astrea.
Name, right? Astrea.
Oh.
I'll let these two go first.
Okay, so Damocles or Stylus, who wants to go?
They're in the
first?
window ready for you.
Well, they peek back, but yeah, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to kind of run up, and then I'm going to kind of launch myself, and I'm going to try and I'll see if I can get one,
Yeah.
and if I get one, I'm going to try and get the other.
Okay, we can do this bit at a time. So it's a scale surface this time
So-
as you attempt to run up.
I've hit one for you as well. So.
Yeah, whichever one you hit first.
Yeah.
I've kind of been peeking like, which
Yeah,
one
you
was
seen
it?
which
Yeah.
window the arrow went through.
So that will be a 23.
Easily. So again, leap up, pull, and as you come through the window, I'm going to get an awareness saving throw. They're kind of aware that you're out there, but if they
But
don't
they're
make
aware.
it, it'll give you a boost because you're appearing from nowhere. Natural 20. So, aware, so you don't get the boom,
That's fine.
but you still get to make your attack. And
Fine.
+2 because of flare
Plus 2 because of flare on this. Yep.
on the attack.
So that is 20. Sorry, mathing. 24.
24, and yeah, it needs a 14, but he's going to try and dodge out your way. Got a 20 on there as well, so it
Fine.
manages to dodge. So you kind of, and it's air you're hitting at this point.
That's fine. I'm going to go for the second one.
Are you rolling 3d20s?
Can I?
Yeah, because they're grandmastered with dodge. They're really good at dodging.
I'm also very good at dodging.
Exactly.
Wow.
So it kind of gives you a hint as to what archetype class these are.
Aha.
So I'm also. Can I do my offhand attack?
Yep, you
Yeah.
can.
So I'm going to go like that, and as I'm falling down, I'm just going to go kind of spin like that with my
Yep,
offhand.
you quickly, and then like that before we do the.
That's good. I did not roll a 1. That is a 29.
29. They're not going to try and dodge that one. So
Right.
off you go.
So
No sneak damage.
no,
this
that's
time.
fine. D12, D6.
And this one's
D6
also got the
cold.
frost on it as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
So that's 15.
Yeah, did you have a 1 on the frost damage?
Yes,
You get to re-roll everything that is under your re-roll value.
I got another one.
Yeah, keep going
Oh.
until you get above your re-roll value.
Go for.
So,
So
that's
18
18.
on the damaged one.
Damaged one's looking even more hurt, but manages to roll with the blow. And it's still up. And with that, you land, and you're back under cover behind. Damocles, before you.
Yeah, go on.
All right. The one that I'm just going to try and finish off the one that you've been attacking then. So I don't have another boon anymore, do I?
No,
Right.
no.
Right. That's fine. I'll
And
take.
you can't see either one. Because, of course,
So I went around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, the person whose name you do not
So that
know
was
how many
is
stamina?
literally leaping up into the windows and stabbing
game
through
one.
the
Yeah,
windows.
that's right. Yeah.
Just
So
not-
that's the thing.
19.
And you got a good look at what was happening.
And
this
they've
time.
ducked back.
They're
That was
back
fun.
behind cover.
17.
Okay. It's my action to hold an action.
No, it's 2 stamina to hold an action.
So I was just thinking about recovery, since I can't take an action this turn, but I have to still have the action to shoot out of turn.
You've still got to have the action. Yeah, so you can't have spent your action to hold an action.
Okay. That's sensible. Right, swift actions.
Well, you're thinking, I'll do my system
Yeah.
shock.
Go for it.
Okay, let's pop to
So it's just normal system shock first before
Astrea.
my action, isn't it?
a normal system shock before your action.
Crit. Yes!
And yeah, you're bandaging, and you're like, this isn't working. And then you go to kind of, it stopped. The pain's still a little bit there, but the bleeding stopped.
Oh, thank God.
So, because it's a crit on that, you get to immediately recover. You're no longer dying.
Yay!
Oh, that's really good.
Only slightly dead.
Yeah, you don't get the benefits of a first aid load of hit points
No,
back.
that's fine.
So you're still, I think you're on 1 hit point now, but you're fine.
That's fine. And at that point, my swift action is I'm going to drop my defender.
You've got an action and a swift action.
Right, so first of all, I'm just going to stop focusing.
Okay, that's
nothing.
free. The defender drops.
I'm not going to risk
You
losing
get feedback
a
on
summoned
that,
creature
yeah.
right now. So I'm going to drop that, and then I am going to do a recovery action,
Okay.
Yeah.
Sensible.
and I have got improved recovery. So it's a D6, isn't it, for recovery?
Improved
Do you-
recovery does
It's
1,
a
2,
reroll.
3.
Yeah, so it's a D6 rerolls 1, 2, 3, 3s. I got a 4. So 5.
No, don't forget half your level.
Oh, and half my level.
So another
seven.
2 on top.
7.
That's nice.
And if you're down stamina, you get 4 stamina.
That's fine.
Yeah, so
that was from
you managed
last
to
time.
recover some of your vigour for this fight. And
Very good.
you've got a swift left if you want to do anything with that.
But she's swift. Oh, so, unless that was.
No, I thought it was a swift. It's not. So my swift. Nope.
No?
Nope.
Done?
Yes.
Okay, Damocles.
Alright, if I had more hit points, I'd basically probably run across the roof, try and dive, kind of tuck myself into the window and just start stabbing. But I don't have enough hit points to do that, so I'm going to hold my action with another bow shot.
So you're keeping track again, and
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye out for the one that... No, we'll see who pops out.
Okay.
We'll make a call. 'Cause I'm just
Right.
thinking he might run.
And as we move into round 4, let's recover.
Did you regain
this.
your stamina?
2 of them left.
You
Oh,
gained one
start
stamina and then
Always,
2
remember,
stamina.
always start the turn, 1 stamina back.
Thank you. I'm still tucked away in my sort of hard to get position as well.
Yup,
'cause I'm
that's fine.
skulking.
Okay, you can hear this now. There's movement above, and then there's rapid movement downstairs. Okay, at this
Can I
point,
see you?
You know I'm up there because you've seen arrows
Yeah.
flying.
Damocles, not the one that you shot last time, but the other window, something moves past the window, so you can attempt to take a shot.
Just imagining XCOM.
Yeah.
Was it Overwatch?
Overwatch, yeah. Are you taking a shot? You will unfortunately have a Bane on this, because they got a lot of cover as they're moving across.
No, I'm going to keep an eye on the window. I'll just call that they're moving so that
Okay.
you're aware.
So, yeah.
So I'm going to keep holding my action for a more advantageous shot on the one above you. But yeah, I'm just basically keeping tabs on them.
Okay, so you're hearing this movement. You're hearing a lot of movement down steps and stuff, and movement generally just beyond the door now.
Yep.
And that is then done. Damocles, Silas, and Astrea. Who would like to go next?
Astrea.
Astrea. Jeez.
If you're gonna kill my character, you can get a name right.
How do you spell that?
Astraea. Astrea.
Okay, Astrea. Right.
What
That's
I'll do
going to
now-
take a bit of getting used to.
I'll
Damocles first.
so I can move the rest of the way across the roof, presumably to be on the roof of this house. Yeah.
Yeah, from here you can dunk across roofs and then get onto the roof of that house.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to get onto the roof.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to swap to scimitar, ready,
Yeah, that's a free action.
and I'm going to try and figure out from this position where they're moving to, if I can listen out for them.
Okay.
Because I've seen them moving, but I want to kind of keep tabs. What I'm ideally trying to do is find an opportunity for one of them to run past so I can, like, swing down and take a swing at them with
Okay.
the
Make an
scimitar.
investigation skill as you get above. So you're now on the roof above on the house, and you're listening intently towards the windows.
Oh, that's going to be quite good. That's a 23.
23. So you're hearing muffled movement, but the movement sounds like it's no longer in the room at that level. There's floorboards creaking and general movement, almost hurried movement, on the ground floor.
Right.
So far you've used your movement to get to where you are here.
So, I know someone is jumping. I'm pretty sure it's you, so I'm going to just basically, like, whisper down. Because they're running, so they're not going to be able to hear me go. They're coming to the ground floor. What I'm going to prepare to do is jump down and stab one of them as they come out. So I'll let you know I'm above. I'll try and ambush them. Be ready, basically. That's a held action?
Yeah, so level 2 stamina, and with that you're kind of waiting, leaning on the edge, weapon in tow.
Ready to plunge.
Yeah, your acrobatics is
It's okay, it's +6.
+6, so you're going to need to make a roll to try and get the feet fallen down to 0. So you kind of land with a roll, but I think that's very much in your favour.
Yeah, I'm proficient, so I got the 2 rolls.
Yeah, you got to be very unlucky. Yeah. Okay,
Okay, so far.
Damocles, you're holding again. Silas and Astrea, who would like to go next?
So I was going to do something very similar.
You're by the door,
So,
presumably.
do I hear anybody? Did I hear anything above in the window?
So, you heard movement on above, running,
Yeah. So they're no longer in. There's nobody.
and then stairs.
Yeah.
So running downstairs,
Yeah.
then things moving and sounds in the ground
downstairs.
floor.
So I'm going to do very similar to
and
what.
that running doesn't seem to be heading towards the door.
Just a little
So
bit.
I'm going to indicate.
So you look up at Damocles, the assumption they must be coming out. What?
No, I'm going to go that way. I'm now going to. I can't indicate. So I'm going to try and somehow tell you to kind of direct her the other way. I'm going to scale the surface and go through the window
Okay.
Up onto the first floor.
onto the first floor. Yeah. Well, where the window that yeah. So if I
No,
think
so you're at the ground floor.
I'm at the ground floor, I'm going to climb up onto the window in.
So just go through the ground floor window.
No, through the first floor window.
Through the first floor window,
Stab it
so
in.
that I'm up, so that I
Okay.
can kind of get a bird's eye view as to, because I assume stairs you can see, or I don't know.
Yeah, because you're trying to go in the top floor.
Yeah, basically going into the top floor.
Yeah.
So
So
into the
follow
room
them
at the
through
top.
the house.
And then basically I
Because if they've gone out a back route, or there is a secret route,
You want to be
I
followed.
want to be following them. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
That makes
Yeah.
sense to me. Yeah.
So, having heard them on the ground floor,
Yeah.
you're going to go up to the first floor
Yes.
and gain access that way.
yeah, but I'm keeping an eye. I'm keeping an eye on the entrance though. So if they try and escape,
Well, I'm going to get. If I go into the ground floor, they're going to. Well, if they go, yeah. My original plan was if they were coming out the front door, I was going
Like
to.
your things, are they?
No. This isn't a bad idea because they're not expecting you to be behind them.
Damocles, you're not in a position to really advise.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just as a player saying I understand.
No. Even
You
still,
just-
you're not allowed
right.
to.
Silas,
Yeah.
I will explain one last time.
Yes.
You heard them on the top floor.
Yeah.
They were running across
Yep.
stairs. You can
Yeah.
hear clack, 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 clack down the stairs into the ground floor. So
Yeah.
you're on the street level of the ground floor.
Yes.
Things moving roughly and more movement, but this
Away
movement
from the door.
is not towards the door, it's somewhere else. And they're currently doing this movement when it's time for you to act. So they're on the ground floor, they're rushing somewhere, but it's not to the door. What would you like to do? Just in case there's a bit of confusion over the description.
No, because my original plan, if they were coming out the front door, was to be in the top door and jump down like.
Which is similar to
which is what you were
Damocles
going to
set
do.
up
But if
to
you've
do.
now said that, so I'm like.
Oh.
Yeah, Damocles, you wouldn't have heard,
No,
and you made an assumption.
I thought you were doing a different plan. So yeah, that makes sense.
That was my original plan.
Right.
So.
What is your current plan?
He's thinking.
I'm going to have to bring in one-to-one time, I think, and
I know.
time these 12 seconds to do something.
I know. Sorry. Okay. He's gonna just barrel roll through the window, through the
Okay.
ground floor window.
Ground floor window.
I'll action to him is like there.
Yeah.
Just in.
Yeah.
And then
So,
boom, barrel roll in.
you up through the window,
Yeah.
just breaking it apart, and as you land, you're in the kind of living area. It's absolute mess. It stinks in here. You can see stairs leading down the one side.
Yeah.
You're looking through an arch, kind of wooden doorway. There's no door in it, but leads into the kitchen area. These two figures are midway through trying to get into the kitchen area towards the back of the house.
Excellent.
So one is looking wounded, the other one unharmed.
Right. So I'm going to. So would that have cost me anything to get through the window?
Part of your movement.
Part of my
That's
movement.
it.
Excellent. So if there's something that I can jump on, like there's a sofa or something
Oh,
like
absolutely.
that,
So
I'm
just
going to
make your
launch-
acrobatics 15.
Yeah, acrobatics 50.
There's a lot of rubbish here. There's even like a low wooden beam, so you can leap up, grab the
Yeah,
wooden
I've
beam,
got 15.
somersault, land next to one of them.
26.
strike them. Easily done. So with that, using plenty of things to vault and leap over,
Yep.
somersault and land right in front or
So cool.
behind
Yeah.
someone.
So yeah,
The
behind
wounded or
them,
the unwounded?
the wounded one. I'm going to
wounded
take
one.
him down.
Yeah.
So I'm going to launch, and the plan is to kind of swing one of my scimitars and go thump
Okay.
as I'm falling.
I'm just checking. A natural one on the awareness saving throw.
So he's getting no
You
letter.
get a greater boon to this attack.
That's a D10.
That's a lot.
Yeah, critical failures are now punished.
Right.
I don't even see anything in this, but
I could crit though.
But it's for the
I did
dodge.
not.
Yeah,
Alright,
the dodge
no.
attempt.
no, I agree.
So that is 16, 29.
Right. I think they've got to try,
Dodge this.
but I'm looking at a 19 or higher. No.
Nope.
So you've hit. Well done.
I don't get. Do I get sneak damage?
Now get sneak.
So that's. I'm going to do sneak rending. So that's 2 dice
Yeah,
plus my
plus your
cold
frost.
dice plus my other ones. Okay.
Plus your weapon and proficiency.
Excellent.
Off you go.
Right.
And don't forget your rerolls.
1, 2, or 3. Is it?
What's your reroll value on your weapon?
3.
3. So 1, 2, 3.
There we go. That's much better.
Excellent.
Right. So 6, 12, 18,
This is the
23. Yeah.
one, yeah.
23.
There's no extra plus. Is there?
No.
No,
23,
so it's always the dice,
45,
always the
46,
dice.
78, 29, 31.
31. Jeez. Easy. There is
sand
a
over there.
disgusting spray of blood, and that figure is dispatched, almost cut in half by the scimitar.
Oh yes.
You then.
I didn't add my flare. No, I'd.
Oh yeah, another d6 with a flare. Doesn't matter.
I think it's dead.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
35.
okay.
It's 5. So it's like-
Okay, and the other figure, the unhurt figure, is looking almost with horror at his friend who's just been
So that's
butchered.
one
Literally
stamina.
butchered.
2, no, yes it is. Yes.
2 stamina for the flat.
2 stamina, but I gained 1 back, and now I'm going to use another 2 stamina to do an offhand attack.
Off you go.
You're next, matey.
Should have given her directions.
Could we have the 2d6 before you do that?
6, 9.
Oh!
Oof, very demoralised. You can see the dark complexion has gone pale in this person who's now looking at you, almost fear in their eyes. Off you go.
Crit.
There we go. And with that,
There's a crit. So
Oh.
it's a d10. You didn't
D12.
have a boom on this, so you
No.
unfortunately don't qualify for sneak.
that's fine.
But you've also got a
Not that you can
D6.
sneak more than once in the same.
And I get an extra D10 if I crit, yeah?
Yeah, extra d10 for the crit. Off you go. That cross dice working overtime there.
There we are. 11, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 78, 29, 30.
And it's pretty bad. A lot of blood. Clutching kind of the neck where you just slice through. Still there, but looking pretty badly hurt.
I'm going to... Can I have gone around?
So you're blocking the entrance to the kitchen.
Yeah, and then I'm going to, because I've attacked, I'm going to use fancy footwork and push him 10 feet back towards the window.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that, because of course you can't sneak on that attack.
Nope.
So you moved round, did the second attack.
Yeah.
The crit.
Yeah, I've
and
gone
then-
right in his face. Your turn
Yeah.
now, me.
And then your fancy footwork,
Fancy footwork, dealing
which I believe
damage.
costs you another 2
2 stamina. Yeah.
And you push them back 10 feet
Yeah.
into the room.
Into the room, so
now
that-
they're closer to the door
Yeah.
and are much further away from the kitchen.
Yeah, I
So
am
yeah,
not. I'm not currently following up.
No. So it's just kind of like a. And they stumble back, clutching their neck, and stagger.
Oh, I like a swashbuckler.
Rogues. Rogues are so good.
They are. Right, that's your action done.
That's my. I'm done.
So-
I'm done now.
Astrea.
I'm going to take the recovery action.
When you did walk out there, got blasted aside. And
Hey, come on. Woohoo. So that's 7. And it's that plus half my level, yeah?
Half your level too.
Yay, I'm looking semi-healthy.
Go.
Good.
Right. And you've still got your swift action.
I don't think there's anything I can really do.
Scratchy balls.
No.
Can you quicken anything and blast through the window?
I don't think anyone's visible, are they? Oh, you pushed him to the window then.
Well, I pushed him into the room, so he's just a bit closer.
I'm not going to do anything.
No.
No,
Good plan.
no. I'm gonna let you guys just
Right, I'm gonna.
No, you're not going to do anything.
Oh, what? Oh, because it's their go.
It's their go
There you
next, yeah.
So round 5. The one in the middle of the room, clutching his neck, is looking really terrified at you.
But that seems to there's another one that I hadn't accounted for.
Seems to mumble some dark words, and you see this sort of aura begin to grow around the figure. It's looking at doing that.
It's going out of the bag.
And then, with short sword in hand, lunges towards you.
Okay.
So,
So right.
the dark energy seems to flood down onto the sword as he brings it in. Fantastic. But it is a 24 on the attack.
I'm going to parry.
Okay, off you go.
So I get
Spend 2 stamina for the parry.
Yeah. So I need to roll. So I've got a
You
plus
need to
17
roll.
to parry.
24.
So yeah, but yeah, I'm just checking. I have got
Yeah.
a plus 17. That's fine. So I need to roll 7.
Yeah.
Do I get 3 dice
Yeah,
on
you
parry?
still, because you're that good with the blade.
Oh.
Oh no! I'm going to temporary fate point that.
So you're burning your temporary fate point.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so that disappears off your character sheet now.
Yes.
I'm admin.
And this
better.
time,
That's better. That's a 19 plus 17.
so your
Yep,
scimitar just kind
No,
of swings,
I'm going to take it.
and you push the short sword almost lazily to one side.
And then I'm going to spend another 4. How much stamina do I have?
You've got 12 left.
I'm going to do another 4 stamina.
God, 12 stamina.
And I'm going to riposte.
Riposte should be 3. I think, is it down as 4?
It is.
No, it should be 3.
Ah.
No, that's my mistake.
Oh, I like that.
So then,
Adjusted.
Good
Thank you.
change. Good change.
main hand, off weapon, so... That would be a 21.
That's more than enough. And with that, you cut down.
Oh,
the
sorry.
final.
Oh, do I...
Oh, so sorry.
That's to hit.
No, you don't. You don't hit. You just deal damage.
Just
on a
go straight
riposte.
to damage, yeah. So
Oh.
you've got, don't forget your D6.
Yeah, martial
D6,
characters have a lot more tools than spellcasters.
I actually forgot. I was correct.
Do I get sneak attack? No.
No,
No,
not in a riposte.
because you didn't
No.
riposte with the boon,
Also, you don't have the sneak out of.
and you don't have sneak out of turn.
I do not.
Would
More
strongly,
importantly, you
would
don't
strongly
have
recommend it.
yeah,
It's done some
16,
hard work.
20.
really good.
20.
Yeah, that's more than that. And with that, the final figure is.
So I
taken
just
down.
look at him and just slash his throat.
You stand.
Bloody.
Did you just kill all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Silas, you stand there, your 2 scimitars either side, just dripping with blood. Because of the motion, your tattoo's now showing on your arms.
Yes.
You look down, and that one tattoo on all of the figures, marking them as to who they are.
Yeah.
A little bit of payback, but it's a start.
Vengeance for you, Hound. Vengeance for you.